My brain can't unhook its little claws from these 3 men. Being someone that plays a lot of mobile games, every once in a while a company will reach out to me about trying their app. Well, at this point, I usually don't take them up on their offers, considering I try and keep my content as minimally biased as possible. There are a couple of companies that I just enjoy hearing from. So when I got an email from Infold, I was immediately curious. Infold is the company currently responsible for the Love Nikki and Shining Nikki series, which is a mobile game that I played a lot of in the past, and they even offered me early access to Shining Nikki, which I made a video on, which was very kind of them. However, the game that they emailed me about was one that I already have been planning to make a video on because I have seen so many ads for it, and it is, of course, Love and Deepspace. If you haven't seen the ads for these already, they are a little steamy.
Will you be able to calm down if I tie your hands together?
They were a little much. Quickly want to establish this video is not in any way sponsored. I didn't even respond to their email because I was really busy finishing up my last 2 videos and then I was on vacation. Love and Deepspace is a 3D sci-fi otome game. If you haven't heard of them before, otome games are essentially like dating sims, but they're more for a female audience. Usually there's an overarching plot that has a number of different male characters, and as the female lead, you get to pick which male lead you want to be your kind of partner. And then you play through the game, and usually you can make different choices that will kind of impact the outcome. They often rely on you spending money to get the best outcome, but we don't have to talk about that yet. And maybe it's obvious with the content I make or my channel or just me as a person, but I used to play a lot of otome games. As soon as I got my iPhone 5C, my junior year of high school, I was deeply invested in the Ikimen game series, which are essentially like a series of mobile games that are just these otome games, and you just get to look at hot men. So it has already had quite a bit of an aggressive marketing campaign. I've already seen some people on Twitter playing it, so it seems like it's been quite popular so far, and I'm very interested in checking it out myself. I did already go ahead and make my character, so I'll put up some of that footage here. As with a lot of the other recent mobile games I've played recently, this game has a really beautiful character creator. The one thing I think it is lacking is multiple hair options. You just get different like bang options for the most part. It's kind of a ongoing trope or maybe even joke in these otome games that like there is a stereotypical way that a main character looks, and it's usually like blunt bangs, long straight brown hair. I swear so many of them look like that, and usually you don't see her face because in these games you don't usually get to make a character. You're just playing as like a stand-in and you don't really see her. So it is really fun to have an otome game where you do get to make a character and you'll see your character. There are a number of different skin colors and you can really go in depth with customizing how their face looks, which was fun. It's funny, I went through and I did all the character creation stuff, and then I reopened the app. Once you're done creating your character and you get ready and into the game, your character pulls out 2 pistols, which I was not expecting at all. I was like, wait, what is this game? From the ads I've seen and these opening cutscenes, it looks like there are 3 male leads for us to choose from, which is actually a lot less than most otome games I've played. That doesn't necessarily have to be like a bad thing. It's just you get less decision fatigue. You're gonna get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. So all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into playing the game. I'm very excited to check it out. All right, so one thing I didn't talk about is the background music. I try not to laugh at it, but it just reminds me so much about how PlayStation 2 era kind of horror games almost always included like a ballad song. I specifically think of Rule of Roses, the like da 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 da. That is a specific reference. The graphics look gorgeous so far on my phone. Like, looks very, very pretty.
14 years ago, the deep space tunnel appeared above Lincoln. It led to anomalous geomagnetic storms, and the creatures known as Wanderers emerged.
So the plot is
the Deep Space Hunter was born.
There are these hunters that hunt the Wanderers.
But there are still Wanderers.
So this is a very like futuristic. It's sci-fi.
And that our badges will be assigned to a squad, which will determine our future. Aren't you nervous?
I'm gonna kiss everyone in my squad.
Congratulations on passing the selection process. We are grateful for your hard work.
I just did really well in school. So I guess at this point we technically don't know if we do pass or not. Oh, just kidding.
Get on stage.
We know because that's me, because I'm first, because I'm the best, because I'm so smart. I'm so smart and cool.
It can't be detected?
As usual. So
Level
that's
lost.
likely because a wanderer attacked me 14 years ago, and ever since then my evol level hasn't been stable.
Understood.
Her
That event
evol?
did change
Her
many
love
lives,
level?
This isn't the only criteria we use when evaluating a deep space hunter.
It's also
long
just
as
how
you have the
cute I
skills
am.
that-
Okay, so I'm main
Congratulations,
character
you are now a deep
who's
space hunter.
different because they can't see my level, but I'm a hunter
you,
and I'm very
sir.
cool. This is fun.
Rookies, this is Jenna speaking. I'm your unicorn's captain today.
The
14
fluctuations are stronger and
unicorns?
closer to the source.
This abandoned base for protocol
Cute.
research. I need everyone
Okay, when do I see men? I'm gonna try not to just
Detector.
be super thirsty this
Hi,
entire
I'm
time.
Tara. Remember me?
Can I date
was
Tara?
next to you during the badge ceremony.
Yeah, you did. I
course.
remember.
Wanderers. They're
All right, we're gonna get into gameplay right away. Oh, give these girls pants.
Why don't we split up and look around first, just to be safe?
No, that's a terrible
Sure.
idea. Let's
I'll go
split
inside
up.
then. There's clearly been a metaflux explosion, but it doesn't match the wanderer's threat level. Something's not right.
It's so fun to enter into a fantasy world like this where they're just lore dumping and you're like, yeah, those are all words. Ooh, a man. Kill him.
A hunter.
Just kidding. I would never. This I'm pretty sure is one of the dudes, one of the dude bros.
There are traces of metaflux on him as if he was attacked.
Bro, you got metaflux on your suit. No, not the metaflux.
Hey.
The animations, again, this is like super
I should
pretty.
call for backup.
I guess these are all like pre-rendered. It's basically like a cutscene with some buttons.
Quiet.
Fluctuations.
Watch out.
Is this all a dream and I'm dead? Oh. Oh my god, look at us. We look so cool. Why does my forehead look so big? All right, let's pursue. So I guess you gotta pick out what characters you're fighting with. Oh, we changed. This is one of those games. Flip-flopping. Okay, pretty. Hunters will get into combat after entering a Wanderer's proto field. That's a word.
We're in the Wanderer's protofield now.
Like
This
we're
is
in
the
another world.
Wanderer's proto field now.
Are we doing this?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go.
It must be hiding from us.
Yeah, this is definitely a two-hand game. So we get a small attack, a big attack, and dodge. Oh, I love the animation with dodge though, how it shows like where your character has moved. I guess a bit of a
We can use the
shadow.
resonance.
Oh my god, look at us.
We're safe for now.
For now?
For now? Same girl, same. We won! Wow, our first battle. Okay, so that's like a pretty simple fighting mechanic. Not usually what I expect from my otome games. I feel like this is always what I want with these sort of games though. I want a lot of plot, but I also want gameplay. So, seems pretty good so far. He's gonna eat it. Please eat it. Please.
This isn't it.
That was a
That protocore could have given us useful info. Why did you crush it?
Huh?
Forget it. There's
He's
more
not
to this
got a
than
thought
meets the
behind
eye.
those
I need
eyes.
to invest.
He's got little light powers. Oh my god, it's just like Shadow and Bone. Oh, he took away all the light. Oh, it's just Darkling? Is his taking away light and mine creating light? Because that's just Shadow and Bone, man. What the fuck? We beat the game. So we've met one of the guys. Oh, Savior, a break. He just needs a nap. He's just a sleepy guy. New companion unlocked. I can visit Destiny Cafe. Mission complete. On the way back to HQ, I passed by Destiny Cafe on the corner of the street. It said that one may have special encounters here. Okay. I received a new message. What is this, Mystic Messenger?
Don't go anywhere near that base. It's dangerous. And I'm not talking about the explosions or wanderers.
This is Mystic Messenger. Okay, you can make it type out what the audio is, and if you're playing in public and you know you can't can't listen to the sultry voice of Xavier. This is so funny to me. I can make wishes to Deepspace to acquire memories of him? Only I can remember this man I met once, who then disappeared dramatically. The hoodie! Does that say Blanche? Blanche? Because that's my favorite Angelic Layer character, can I just say? Well, doll. Shout out to Blanche. We just get photos of men from the gacha. Okay, having played so many games that are so, like, focused on sexy ladies, which I love the ladies, don't get me wrong. It's just fun to play one with a bunch of guys. I live the bisexual dream every day. So, I can't lie. This game has been ruining my life. Last month, I had kind of an ungodly obsession with the game Monopoly Go. Like, I was playing Monopoly Go almost constantly because I would only ever roll one dice at a time. We don't need to get into this. But just as that was finally finishing, and I was like, yeah, I don't even want to play Monopoly Go anymore, I pick up this app again. Because I'm like, I need to finish this video. I've been working on it for so long. I need to get a better idea of this app. And boy, did I get a better idea of this app. If this game had came out when I was in high school, my levels of feral would have gone through the roof. This game is almost everything that I would want out of an otome game. Not only does it have an overarching plot, which is actually, in my opinion, pretty well paced, because chapters are locked by levels, and you can only get levels by gaining experience, which you can only get a certain amount of every day. Even if you pay money, you can't get more experience. So it paces out the main plotline really well, regardless of if you want to spend a lot of money or if you don't. You also get all of the plot lines. Typically with otome games, you have to pick one character and you're like with them and you play through their story and then you can like play through someone else's story. No, in this you get everybody. You get Zane's, you get the other twos. You get Zane, you get Xavier, you get Raphael, you get everybody's stories, and it's told, again, in kind of a delightfully paced way, because we have the overarching story where each chapter kind of focuses on a different guy as you're going through the, like, this world of being a hunter, and you're fighting these things called wanderers. It is cool, I swear. I like it, I don't know. But then going along with the fighting system, you get these memories, or character cards, and some of the character cards come along with dates that you can go on. And there's just like so much in this. I feel like I'm not even gonna fully explain it to all of you well, because there is so much you can do with these dates. There are ones that are like videos, so you can like watch a little story play out with your boy. There are ones that are like a little podcast, and some of the podcast ones are like cute, like, oh my gosh, we're on a date, let's tell the story. And some of them are like ASMR. This man is whispering in your ear, also eating in your ear. That's like my one complaint. ASMR-y podcast man whispering in your ear. I've gotten so many ones that are like, we're eating food, and I just don't like the listening to this man eat food for like 8 minutes. I'm not into it.
It's more satisfying than eating actual fried chicken.
Yeah, the podcasts are long. They're like 6 to 11 minute long, little like episodic, like this is a story about us going on a cute date. And I'm like, yeah, we're going on a cute date. Oh my god, we're at the aquarium. Oh my god, Raphael is a the thing is with this memory system and the dates is you don't actually necessarily get them in like a specific order. They're all done through a gacha system. So you'll draw a gacha card and you'll get a memory, and it's random. You don't know who you're gonna get, and so you don't necessarily get things, I think, in a way that always makes sense. I think they have tried to write things in a way where some of it is just generic enough that it doesn't really matter, like, where you are in the story. But then there's other things, like the character Raphael, who is referred to as, like, a sea mammal. And I don't get that yet. He's from the ocean, but my character does not know that, but then also does know that. He's a merman, and I have not seen the tail, and I'm upset. So with that, the writing at times, again, is a little, like, generic, kind of, you know, oh, we're on a date. Definitely leans into tropes for some of the characters. We have a character who's, like, cold, kind of mysterious, but also was, like, childhood friend. We have a character that's, like, aloof, possibly time traveler, but sweet. Then we got Raphael, the sassy merman. I actually don't love Raphael, but even though he's my least favorite, I still genuinely enjoy all the little tidbits about him because I like lore. And this is all lore. Like, literally the entire game is lore. And excluding the fighting segments, which I also enjoy. There's a variety of different weapons you can use. I think there's in total 4 different weapons. And you can also change your team with like the different memory cards. So whoever your companion is, like the boy that's fighting with you, has different abilities. So it feels like really fresh every time. And you can mix it up and like choose different things. The memory cards also have a leveling system, and they also have this other thing, which are like these crystals. Oh my god, there's so many layers to this app, but the way it all unlocked or like unfolded as I was playing it felt very easy to follow along with. It paces things out, but in a way that is genuinely fun to log in every day. Like, I'm excited in the morning to do my little tasks and level up my account so I can proceed with the story. But also, if I can't level up my account, there's enough other stuff for me to do that I'm still entertained. Like, you can just message the characters' little emotes and they'll text back. It's so fun and it's cute, and you can be like, hey, change your profile picture to this, and they'll change it, and I'm just, it's so fun. There's also some little mini games, like when you're going on dates, you can play this little claw game mini game, because I already love claw games. And there's also this cat card game. They do limit how many times you can play those per week with each of the guys, but again, it still feels like a good amount that I could like play for 20 minutes a day, get my fill, and I still have more to do later in the week. Like, I'm not like rushing through everything in one day and then I have to wait a week to be able to like progress. It's a well-balanced otome game, and you don't have to spend money. Even with the date modes, they do have some different options for with the text that you can choose, but you can go back and replay them as many times as you want and choose the different options. Like, typically with otome games, they'll lock the best choices behind a paywall, so you have to like pay a specific amount of crystals or something to get the best choice. And in this game, they just like give you all of the options and in fact reward you for going back and replaying it and trying the other options. Like, the game wants you to get to fully enjoy the story. Where you could spend money is on the gacha system. So if you wanted to speed up or increase your odds of getting all the different memories or of getting event memories, you can pay money essentially to get those, as well as to get some other kind of extra things like other outfits or just special event items. I have admittedly spent some money on this already, getting some extra gacha tickets essentially, but you definitely don't have to in order to enjoy the game. And again, it is paced really nicely. So while I am really enjoying it, there are some things that I don't love as much. First of all, the diversity of the male cast. They all kind of look the same. I mean, they have different hair colors, different eye colors, different, hairstyles, but they all are pale men, So it would be nice to get a bit more diversity with our cast. I understand that this game is by an East Asian company, which has its own biases, and we can only hope for so much, but I would hope for a little more diversity in our men. And it does look like they are planning on adding more male characters, which is great. Would love a female character. Again, though, while I don't agree with it, understand why they wouldn't put that in there. But a girl can dream, okay? A girl can dream about dating Terra, okay? Another thing I don't love, but isn't a big deal, is your character's hair. Now, there's a photo option where you can go in and like customize how their hair looks and choose some more options, but for your character's main model, they are locked into just like brown long hair essentially. That is kind of only that option for when you like see their character model with fighting. And I'm assuming that's probably just to cut down on like spending more time making the 3D models that have to actively move and fight. So I kind of get that. I feel like it would be a pain in the ass to have to make all the different hair types, but also if this does well, I would love to see them add in getting to change the hair types for the actual like fighting character models beyond just the photo. Because like I said at the start, the long brown hair is such a trope of otome games. And of course, along with that, all of the artwork on the wishes cards, if they show like a female character or for like the little cutscenes, if there's ever like your female MC character, she's gonna have just long brown hair. So they've already like pre-made that artwork. They'll probably just continue to do that. Again, that's just such a common trope with otome games, is like, this is your generic main character. So they don't have to redraw the same artwork a bajillion times. So I kind of get that, but I feel like with the models, maybe they could do something. I don't know, we'll see. I'll go easy on them. A lot of what they have done so far is just really fun. All the character stories are really fun. All of them also have like an alternate universe backstory, which I am loving for all of them. time, and again, you unlock it slowly, but not too slowly. It's a nice pace. I think as you level up, things slow down more, which probably would, you know, be kind of annoying for some of us. I'm hoping I can still just enjoy it in a calm way and not be insane and spend $1 bajillion trying to unlock everything at once. Another thing I don't love, but I understand why it's there, is they do like limited edition memories or seasonal memories or event memories, where essentially there's a special gacha set up where, you know, your odds of pulling these limited time memory cutscene date modes are like 1%, you know, so you have to like try really hard if you want to get them during that specific period of time, which of course really enables spending, but I understand why they do that, because they do have to profit off of this somehow, and if they're not going to be putting a paywall on like the data options and things that otome games typically do, which kind of worsens the story experience for people who don't want to pay, I don't mind those as much, because there's so much other content in the game. You're not necessarily going to miss out by not getting the event items. Like, yeah, those would be great to see, and of course I want all the juicy story and I want my beautiful boys and everything, but like the world's not going to end if you don't get everybody's lore. It's going to be okay. I play with the sound on all the time, which is like shocking for me with app games. I almost never do that. This is one of those games where I genuinely enjoy having the music on and listening to all of the audio and listening to the guys talk. It's just like a good mix of like little games and activities to do and lots of lore and plot, and then also like strategy a little bit in terms of leveling up your memories and deciding how you want to spend your energy. There is energy, which is another kind of limiting factor, but I found so far that it does kind of recharge at a fast enough rate that I'm not going insane trying to get enough energy to do all of the little tasks that I want to do. So it does have some typical or similar flaws to other otome games, but again, I do think overall it's doing a really fun thing. Also, the home screen? So you can choose either one specific boy or to change between the boys, and he'll just be there hanging out on the home screen, like living his life, often sleeping. I love my sleepy boys. But you can like talk to them and have a little conversation about your day with them. Ask them what food you should eat. Make them do the hand palm thing. If you like giggling and kicking your little feet at some anime boys, this shit is for you. It is so fun. I like all of them, but I like Raphael a little less. Me with my bros. The writing sometimes is a little lacking. I have to say this, it feels a little like maybe it was translated, but not necessarily localized, if that makes sense. Like in a technical way, I'm like, yeah, like a human could say that, but is it the way they like would say that? Probably not. I would really love to see some more like English writers working with this team just to get a bit more like fluid conversation at times. So those are my overall thoughts on Love in Deepspace. I love this game. It's a problem in my life. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm so sorry this video is so late. Like again, this was supposed to come out weeks ago, and then I put the app down for a few weeks because I got busy, and then I picked it up again, and I haven't been able to stop. It's just my brain is in deep space. I'm in love. I hope you all are having a fantastic week. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.